But the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment you just do?
Hi, welcome to Beautiful Snow TV, and welcome back Snowflakes, and welcome if you are new. Let's jump right into the video. So here we have a package here from Born Pretty. Thank you so much for Born Pretty for sponsoring this video, and we're going to jump right into the gel polishes. These were so gorgeous. I could not wait to get to these polishes. Like, it's just gonna go so well with the set. So here are some instructions on how to apply, also some designs as well, how to remove, some questions. As always, if you're a beginner, make sure you read those instructions, and if you're not, jump right into the gels. Now look at these beautiful packaging of these gel polishes. I thought they were so cute. It goes so well with the summer colors here, and we're just gonna go ahead and start swatching. I also like how you can kind of see the color through the little bottle right there. I thought that was really, really cute. And I was loving this bubblegum pink. Guys, these colors were everything. Like, I really, really love them. So I'm just going to keep the swatches in front of the bottles to represent their colors. This bubblegum pink was so, so cute. I just believe y'all are going to just be in love with this nail set. Like, I did my thing. Don't be afraid to hype yourself up and pat yourself on the back, because ain't nobody doing it like you. Always remember, you are the GOAT. You are the ish. Go ahead and pump yourself up, because if ain't nobody else gonna do it, you better believe in yourself. But let's get back into the colors. Enough affirmations for today. So this glitter, I didn't think I was gonna like it because it was a little bit chunky, but once I swatched it, it was just so gorgeous. So I really, really love this glitter. Like, in the sun, it almost gives a reflective glitter in good lighting or even flash. So don't sleep on that glitter polish right there. And here are all the colors. They are so gorgeous. Like, I really, really like these beautiful colors. This set was very well put together. But I'm going to be taking out the first two onto the left. I'm going to just be using these four. And here we're going to get straight into the prep. I've already have my notations here on the screen so you can follow along. I'm going to try to limit my talking. I feel like I talk too much, guys, but I'm not sure if y'all really like that or not. I know some people say they love my personality, but I'm just being me. Like, I can't be no one else but me. But we're going to go ahead and do some cuticle care, and we're going to push back our cuticles, and we're going to just make sure we can get all the prep. Now, I did not do a pop-off method on this particular video, even though I did show this in the video for the people who want to become content creators, or if you just want to learn how to do your nails and practice on yourself, you can still do the pop-off method as well. I still have these Barbie nails on to this day, to right now. Now, I did film the video like last week, but you know, editing takes time. I do have a life outside of nails, which, you know, nails is life, but I do work full time. I'm a mom, so I also have to limit my time. I can't just spend all my time on nails, which I would love to, but I do have to limit my time. So sometimes I'm recording these videos, you know, voiceovers days after I've already done the set. So as you can hear, I still do have these nails on, and they ain't popped off because I did my prep. If you do your prep properly, then you'll be able to wear your nails for long wear. You'll be able to wear them from 2 to 3 to 4, sometimes 5 weeks, depending on your good retention, depending on how good your prep is, how good of products you're using. It just depends on your preference. So good prep brings good nail sets. So you can go ahead and watch this play out, and be careful when clipping your cuticles, whether you use scissors or nippers. I prefer nippers or the little cuticle tool that comes in those kits, but that's just me. But let's go ahead and watch the prep play out. So you just want to make sure you're using the bright sanding bands on your natural nail. You don't want to use 80 grit or anything low. Anything low grit is more coarse. You want to use a higher grit on your natural nails to not cause any damaging, because that stuff will scrape off your whole entire nail. Like, be careful with that, guys. And here I'm just going to take a few of my lint-free wipes that I did get from Shein, and I did go ahead and get some alcohol and just wipe off the dust from the nails, and just try to make sure I can clean them properly. And now they look all fresh, and we're going to go in with our straight edge nail clippers and clip the nails down. Now this is optional. If you're doing an overlay, this step you can skip, or if you just don't want to clip your nails period, this step you can skip. And then I'm going to go in with my nail file here, and I'm going to go in and just, this is more like a buffer. I did get this from Amazon. I'm sorry, I think I got this one from Shein. No, I got it from Amazon. There we go. I'm just going to go in and kind of shape the nails, round off the free edge there. I do apologize. Let me just say, disclaimer for the rest of this video. I needed to be out of frame for some of the work here. I do apologize. I try to stay in frame as much as I can, but when I need to see, and sometimes the camera is in the way and I just cannot stay in frame. I do apologize, guys. So here we're going to start off with our prep. So if you're doing proper prep for long wear nails, you're going to be using this dehydrator. And as you can see, it works just like that. Once it soaks up all the oils in the nail, and then you're going to go in with that primer. I did not put that primer on my nails because I was not trying to long wear, but even if you don't, if you have good retention, your nails will stay on. My nails, like I said before, are still on, even though I did show the pop off method here and apply that to my nails. So just be careful and don't try to pry your nails off as well. You want to make sure you have good nail care under all these, bad and bougie nail sets that we do. So just be careful and make sure you take care of your natural nail care. That also helps retention as well. Okay, and here we're going to be using dual forms for this set because I kind of want to, try to speed this process up. I didn't want to spend too much time building my nails. Just going to use the quick dual forms here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out my sizes. As you can see, I have my peel off base coat on. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick out my sizes, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Now, with picking out sizes for your dual forms, you always want to make sure that the dual form fits sidewall to sidewall, just like you would do any nail tips, just to make sure there is enough coverage and there's no empty spaces on the sides of your nails. So here we have our dapping dish here. I am upgrading, but it hasn't gotten to me yet. I know I'm tired of dealing with this small dapping dish. We're gonna go ahead and use our polygel brush and our alcohol as slip solution. We're gonna go ahead and start off with the Siesta from Makartt, and I'm gonna do my pinky this color because I am gonna be doing a nude French tip here. So as you can see here, I'm just going over the dual form, and I'm just putting that bead of polygel that I did have in the dual form there. I'm just working it throughout the entire dual form, and you want to make sure of all sides. Make sure the free edge does not have a really thick consistency. Make sure it's no thinner than a credit card or debit card. You want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles here. And as you see, I did have one there on the top of the polygel. So I just took my cuticle pusher and I just made sure that I stuck a hole in it and kind of went around in a small circle just to make sure that air bubble was out. And then I just kind of smoothed over the polygel to make sure, and also making sure, flipping over the dual form to make sure that it's all smooth, and also don't have any of the polygel outside of the dual form, just to make sure it's more uniform. Now, when you do place the dual form on your nail, you just want to make sure that you go ahead and smooth out the underside of that polygel, and then go ahead and cure it for a full 60 seconds. So now that we have gotten that dual form off, we're going to go ahead and do the rest of them, and we'll be right back. And now that the polygel is all done and the dual forms are off, we're going to take some lint-free wipes here. We're going to douse them with some alcohol and just spray them and wipe them down. I like to wipe them down and just, make sure that there's no tacky layer, because sometimes that polygel can be just slightly tricky. And I also wipe under the undersides of the nail and also the top maybe 2 or 3 times, just to make sure that all of the tacky layer is off. And then I take a paper towel and then I go in the nooks and crannies and make sure all that is off. And I also just go ahead and wipe my hand. And so we're going to go ahead and get to filing. So I did kind of show a little bit of filing here, but I kind of sped this up because my filing is the same. Making sure you're going on the sides of the nails to make sure that the shape is really crisp. And just make sure that, that you keep your shape. And that's the point. With filing, you want to make sure you have a good shape. You don't want to have some sides more tapered than the other. I did go ahead and use my safety bit, my What bit is this? I did use this one. Which one is this one? I have so many, guys. I forget which ones are which. So this one is my ceramic medium coarse grit bit. I like to use this one to go around the cuticles to make sure they are nice and flush. Y'all, it is like 12 o'clock at night and I'm just trying to finish my voiceover. I've worked a 10-hour shift and cooked, clean, did my exercises. Like, y'all, life is just full and never stopping. So I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and make sure y'all go ahead and click on the subscribe button and support your girl for free. So it is good to use your drill bits, but if you're more comfortable with sanding bands, you can definitely use those to seal your cuticles. I do this as an extra precaution as well. And don't forget to make sure you buff out your nails. You don't want to skip this step. I don't know why I always forget this step, and I have to go back in and make sure you buff your nails. It smooths out the surface for any nail art. And here are all the nails filed, shaped, and buffed. I felt like I wanted to go square today. As you can see, I did get these from Shein, but it tore that buffer up. I wasn't even going hard on it. Just be aware, whenever you buy something for a cheap price, you get what you pay for. But some stuff has good quality. You just have to be, cautious of what you buy and the brands and stuff like that. So I did go ahead and give my nails a once over with the alcohol, as always, to get rid of any dust and just make sure I have a clean surface to work with. Look at that shape. It was shaping, y'all. Like, the C curve on those dual forms are amazing. So now we're going to jump right into our nail art. And yes, I have a bunch of stuff here. I did try to link all this below. I'm going to tell you right now, those pink rhinestones, I did not use those. They were not blinging with the color and with the gel polishes, and I just didn't like that. So I'm going to go in with my trusty dusty nail art brushes and my flowers, my Barbies, my nail plate there, and we're going to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the pinky. I was trying to pick between those two glitters, and I really wanted the white glitter. I haven't used it since like last Christmas, so I just wanted to go ahead and use that one. So I did go ahead and paint a French on this pinky. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the pinky is one of my favorite nails out of this set. Like, y'all gonna see, this set is gorgeous. And I am just gonna give myself a pat on the back because I am getting so good at doing my Frenchies, y'all. I had to get my finger stability straight because what I was doing wasn't working. You always get that, Parkinson's hand when you start doing nail art. Like, careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. So just be careful and make sure you try to steady your hand on something, like your other hand, or, try to do your pinky, or let it alone, just set your hand down just to make sure you're not shaking and you have a good steady surface to do your friendships. So one thing I am trying to do, just to make sure that I'm challenging myself to get better and better at whatever nail art that I'm doing, I just try to, a trick that I'm trying to do to kind of make myself get better is not use a cleanup brush when I'm doing my French tips. So if I do my French tips correctly the first go around, as you can see, that's super cute. Always wipe your sides when using gel polish, guys. It eliminates me having to go back in and keep going over and over and over, and that French was Frenching, you hear me? So I'm gonna go ahead and take some top coat here, and I'm going to go ahead and top coat that, just the French part, just the pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and top coat the pink part, and then I'm gonna go in with the Jesus, my brain. As I said, y'all, it's late. Just on the sides as well. And then I'm gonna take that holographic glitter. Oh my gosh, guys, that glitter gave me life. I forgot how much I love glitter to a certain extent. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour that glitter over that nail, and y'all watch this effect. Y'all can't see because of the lights that I got beaming on it, but oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see, but I know y'all can't see from what it look like right now, but the light is not doing my nail no justice. That nail was bad. Like, I did that one. So we're gonna continue on with the nail set. We're gonna go ahead and take this pink, and we're gonna cover this entire nail here. So this is gonna be my Barbie head logo. I don't know what else you can call it. This is gonna be my Barbie attempt at the head logo of Barbie, and I thought I did pretty good. Me personally, I don't like covering a full nail with gel polish. That is just my preference. Now, I will do it in order to achieve the look that I'm going for, but I just find it somewhat tricky because you gotta cover the entire nail, and it has to be like basically a replica, like you're laying a blanket on a nail that you already did in a certain color. Like, I be feeling like, why not just make that nail that color? But there's a lot more gel polishes that have a lot more colors and variations of different colors. There's a lot more options when it comes to gel polishes versus polygel. Now, I really wish they would come out, somebody, Rosalind, Born Pretty, somebody, Makartt, anybody, come out with a variety. When I say a large variety of just different color polygels, come out with, some 50 shades of glitter, 50 shades of pink, 50 shades of blue, just every color, to see if we can have, just different colors. And I know I'm ranting here, but the video is like 46 minutes long. I do apologize. It was quite a bit of nail art in this video, y'all. I didn't want y'all to miss this. But I just felt like I had to do like a little bit of extra just to make sure I covered the entire nail and it didn't look sloppy. So you can see I'm just going over it once again. Then there was a hair in there. I'm like, I don't even have my cat right now, so I don't know how hair got in there. But I just felt like I had to do a little bit of extra work. But if I had a polygel in this color, I'd have put the whole nail that color. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to take that darker pink. I did go ahead and cure this one for a full 60 seconds. And I'm just going to go ahead and take that darker pink. Excuse me, y'all, if I'm out of frame. If y'all don't see a particular step of how I did this Barbie head, I apologize. I really did try to stay in frame. But when I say this is my first time doing some type of drawing on some nails, really, yeah, bear with your girl. Because this was not... It wasn't no walk in the park. Like, I spent at least about 30 minutes on that nail alone. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to draw the outline of the face with the nose and mouth and just kind of the border of her face facing that way to the left. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to emulate that. And I was trying to do it in my head without looking at a picture. So it was a little bit difficult, but I think we got it done. And I feel like I was making her neck like super fat, so I was trying to like slim that down, because if you look at the Barbie logo, the neck is really, really slender. And I just felt like I was making her neck really fat. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. So I feel like it was looking okay to me, and I was feeling it. I thought the neck was still fat, but I wasn't gonna mess up the rest of it just to go in and try to fix it one particular thing. So I just left it like it was. I feel like it still looks good. It still looks good on my finger. I got so many compliments walking through the store. Like, I feel like it looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this this glitter here. Excuse me, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take this glitter, and I thought this was so pretty. Once I started painting the nail, I typically don't go for glitters like this, but like I said in the beginning, this one here was giving Barb. It was giving. I'm part of the Barb. Like, I'm part of the Barbs. Like, this was giving. And like, it was just so pretty, so I couldn't resist. So I did paint the whole nail this color, and then I went ahead and tried to attempt to do the Barbie V. I felt like I could have did better. Like I said, I was not watching a video or anything to try to guide me. I was just trying to do it on my own. So yeah, we're gonna get a nice, good, close look up of how I did that V. Stay tuned. Now y'all up close and personal, let's get into this bee. So I feel like the pink part that I'm drawing now, the outline of the bee, the background, I feel like that one was really, really good. And I felt like, I did good on that part. Once I got to the white part of the bee, I feel like I could have went the other direction with my swirl at the bottom, because it's supposed to go up and then curve under. I did mine the complete opposite. I'm so dyslexic, guys. So you gotta, excuse that particular one. But I still felt like it was giving Barb. I still felt like it was good. And I didn't realize that until later, after like a couple days. And I was like, oops. So, yes. But as you can see, the outline is booming. But I really feel like I did really good on these nails. Don't forget to let me know. Drop y'all pink hearts and y'all Barbie dolls in the comments. Don't be scared to leave a comment, leave a like, make sure you turn on your notifications, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like, we almost at 400, guys. Let's get that 400 mark, and let's keep it going higher and higher. Make sure you subscribe and become part of the Snowflake family. And as y'all can see, it's looking good. So here we're gonna start with we're gonna have some Rosalind gel paints. I did get these off of Amazon, but if I'm not mistaken, I did link these below as well. Make sure y'all go and hit these companies up on Amazon. This stuff is good, beginner friendly, it's cost effective. Like, look at how well these products work. Look at the designs you can create with these particular products. Make sure y'all go and hit those links in the description box, and make sure y'all hit them up on Amazon for the deals that they have. Don't just get one, get two, sis. So what I was doing right here, I was really feeling myself, right? And like I told y'all before, the bottom of the B to where it curves up and under is where I feel like I did like the mistake. Don't make the mistake if you do this set, but also don't be too hard on yourself. So I'm using a cleanup brush here to just kind of go over, like, oh, y'all, it was looking so good right here. Like, it was looking so good. I was trying to make sure I stayed in frame, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish off this B, and y'all watch the final result of that, okay? Right back. Y'all see it. Y'all see that curve up. I know y'all probably tired of me talking about it, but I was so proud of myself. I was going to go back in and just make the bottom of this loop of the B a little bit thicker like it is in the actual logo. But I was done with that. So I'm going to go in with my dotting tool, and I'm just going to put like some little 4-point stars. I was proud of my 4-point stars this time because they didn't look so shaky. You know, your hand gets shaky when you're doing nail art, so that's why you don't see them too often on my channel, because I be afraid of them. But I almost not being afraid of them jokers, and I will put them on there because your girl can do it. I had a couple wipeaways, but if you keep practicing something, you keep doing it, eventually it'll become repetition, and you'll be able to do it with ease, knowing all your mistakes and what you did wrong and what you could do better. So don't ever give up. Always go the extra mile. As y'all can see, we getting real close and personal with these 4-point stars. Like, I'm trying to give y'all more up close and personals to the nail art and what I'm actually doing, because sometimes I know I want to be in frame and I'll try to have my hand, just more inside the camera. But yes, so I did go ahead and get all 3 of the colors, and I did 3 of the Born Pretties, and then I did 1 of the Rosalind, and I just kind of put them all in a line pretty thick to do my thumb, and I just kind of scooped them up just like that and just kind of marbled them on the nail. When I say this was so pretty, Y'all, I never did a marble nail before, but when I say I'll be feeling that nail, like that nail gets all my love. This one was so pretty. I feel like the glitter, like I was so in love with that Born Pretty glitter. Like that gel polish right there, that was my baby. I don't know, it just gave the nail set like that sparkle, and I really, really like that about it. So I did go ahead and top coat that one. Now I was just gonna do like an outline of rhinestones here, but I never do what I'm supposed to do. It's always a freestyle. But once I put these stones here, the pink ones that I said I'm not gonna be using in the video, once I put those there, first of all, that heart was moving everywhere and it was getting on my nerves, y'all. But I didn't like the color. It didn't go with my color scheme. Now I bought those to try to go with the color scheme, but when you get them and the light reflects off, it just gives a totally different color. And I went ahead and wiped that smooth off, y'all. Like, I was not feeling like, boom, 1, 2, 3, all of them gotta go. And I started to try to keep just a couple of them in there, but it wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. So I just took those off camera here, and I just went ahead with some regular stones. I felt like that would, made it bling more and just gave off more pinkish to me. Like, those were giving more red, purple. Like, this was about Barbie. This is about pink. We're all about the Barbs right now, not Barney. So I took those off and I just added some regular stones. You can kind of see me adding those here in the corner of the video here. But yeah, watch how that one plays out. Okay guys, so all the stones are on. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. And now we're going to get into this nail art here on the other hand, on the other fingers. I did pull out my Barbie charms, and I did go ahead and put one pink one there on the pinky nail, and I just thought that was so cute. But then I also went back and put like one stone at the cuticle there, just to give it a little bit more extra. Even though it was already extra, but it was so cute. I feel like the one cuticle stone like really gave it just a dash, like a sprinkle, like salt-based sprinkle on the meat. Y'all, I'm out of there, but don't mind me. I'm just being goofy as always. So I did go ahead later on in the video and add a cuticle stone to the pinky, and then I went ahead inside of those 4-point stars. I went ahead and added some stones and just kind of added some sporadically around the nail. I still think it's super cute. Like, even looking at it, like, it's super cute. Just to give it a little bit more, a little sparkle on Barbie. And I did go ahead and cure that. I also did the same thing to the middle finger there. I went ahead and top coated that bead there for Barbie, and then I just added some small stones inside of those 4-point stars as well. And for this index finger, I'm just going to go ahead and use majority of the colors that I use in this set. Not the super, super dark pink. I don't think I used that one. I think I used the glitter instead of that one. And I cured each one after each line was done, just to make sure they didn't run together. I'm just going to do a couple swirls here, and then I'm going to go ahead and deck it out with some of these flowers and rhinestones on the nail. And y'all can sit back and watch that process. I did go ahead and come in with some Makartt Rhinestone glue. That stuff was almost sealed. Now, I very rarely use this because most of the time I take my charms off and put them back in the little box. But I don't know. I just want to, showcase this rhinestone glue. But because the charms, I was tired of my charms moving every time I put them on there. Now, top coat is runny. It just depends on which one you're using. Most of the time I use whatever top coat I have nearby. I do prefer the Beatles top coat, but I just was tired of them running every time I put my charms on and do my big, bling down nails. So I did go ahead and use some Makartt Rhinestone glue, and that just held my charms together. Like, it wasn't nothing sliding. Look, y'all, it is not sliding off of nowhere. That Barbie head is on there. So I really like how this one came out with the swirls and the glitter, with the flowers, with the style. Like, y'all, this one was one of my favorite nails. So right here you see me putting just a dab of top coat inside of those flowers to make sure I can get the flowers. Each flower in that little container there has different things that you could put inside of the flower. The middle, I prefer the little stones because it's just extra bling to me and it's just cuter. So I put the small rhinestones inside of those flowers, and it just gives a little bit of extra oomph. And these are how the nails came out, y'all. When I say I was in love with this set, I almost wish I could have did both hands, but y'all know the other hand is for a different design. Let me know in the comments what y'all think of this set. Let me know how y'all felt these polishes did. I'm gonna go ahead and add my cuticle oil. Don't forget to hit the link in the description to get this particular set from Born Pretty. Thank you so much, Born Pretty, for sponsoring this video. And make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all can watch the final shots.